Welcome to the Solstice Sit, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in person. Thank you online. I'm glad we could all gather in the ways that feel safe and comfortable to us and kind of observe this longest night of the year together. Today, especially in Chicago, we're really feeling the cold that's coming. We have a blizzard polar vortex combo coming at the end of the week, so it should be nice to settle into this kind of darkness, stillness, with a little bit of community, a little bit of warmth and gathering, and hopefully to just explore the exercises presented today in whatever way feels best to you. In having this sit, my intentions are just to open up a space to really observe intentionally this long night, the shortest day that we just experienced, and what moving through darkness towards light really means to all of us, in whatever way that comes up for us today. So I'll start by hitting the Han, which is a block in the back, and then I'll come up here and ring the bell. And we'll start with just some gentle checking in. So we'll do a little body scan. You can stay seated. You can move to a bench or a seat at any time. And if you would like to lay back at any time, you can use your cushion as a little pillow. You can be as comfortable as you would like to be in whatever way that looks to you. Place your palms together at your heart. Place your hands on your knees and gently move the upper body from right to left and forwards and back, finding your center point. Sit up through your center, spine softly straight. Sit down through your center, feeling into your seat, rooting into your cushion, the earth. Take a moment to join your body exactly right now, exactly where you sit. Feel the weight of your clothes against you. Temperature of the air around you. Notice any sounds you hear, any lingering taste in the mouth. And take a moment to notice where you feel your breath today. Perhaps it trickles in at the back of the nose or throat. Maybe it fills the lungs in all directions, gently pushing out the rib cage. Perhaps you feel it all the way down in your belly, inflating the stomach, filling and releasing. Wherever your breath is today, however you find it, experience it. There's no need to change it, make it longer or slower. Simply notice. And bring your awareness down into the soles of your feet, noticing any sensations against them. Perhaps you find a slight wiggle in your toes, before letting your feet return to stillness, inviting some rest into the body. Bring your awareness up into the thighs, calves, and knees. Perhaps you feel the heat from your palms on the legs. Notice if there are any shifts you need to make for your comfort. As you slowly relax, bringing the awareness into the base of the spine, seat. Let your lower half become an anchor, rooting down and gently holding you up. As you breathe in and out, you might stay still, or perhaps you find a gentle sway side to side, or back and forth. That swaying might lead into a small circle, moving from the hips, feeling into the spine, really feeling each corner of your seat as your weight shifts. And bring your awareness into the chest. Breathing deep, perhaps reaching, letting the chest shine up to the ceiling on your inhale, and relax gently on the exhale. And bring your awareness up into the shoulder, gently rolling them back, forward. Noticing the entirety of the arms. We might interlace our fingers, reach up, and slowly let them drift down. Taking a few rolls of the arms, wrists, perhaps stretching across, just listening to your body, moving wherever it's asking you to move right now. And let the arms settle, feeling the fingers relax, untensed as if floating in water. Or finding a gentle movement again, feeling the agency to shift between stillness and motion, to let them blend together. And bring your awareness up into the neck. Perhaps you take a few rolls of the head, drawing a circle with the nose in either direction. You might reach one hand up to one side of the neck and gently give yourself a massage. Take a moment to establish a little connective touch, checking in with any sore points. And slowly moving down the arm. Take a moment just to greet your body, or to imagine greeting your body's parts. Take a moment to massage the hand, stretch the fingers. And we'll move to the other side, checking in, noting that pain can be an indicator of where we might direct our care. As we slowly scan the body. Moving down into the hands and fingers again. As we let the arms rest and bring our awareness up into the jaw, releasing any tension or clenching. You might notice the skin on the back of the head, on the top of the head, and the forehead. Letting your face relax completely. Take a deep breath in and slowly let it out. Bringing your awareness into your whole body as one, at rest. Take a moment to notice how you feel right now. We might ask this stillness what it has to offer us. We might hear calls from our bodies, our minds, things they may need from us. And hopefully, in this container, we can breathe together and let it all arise and fall. A moment to stretch out if you need to. Remembering you can shift at any point in this. You can spread your legs out, move, lay back. This next section, now that we've had a little chance to check in, to maybe get some embodiment, maybe feel some detachment arise, whatever has come up is okay. But now that we've had a little chance to check in with the body, we're going to do a little sound meditation today. I'll start with a few bells. And lately, I've been really appreciative of mantra meditation, of different chants and things like that. We do a lot at the temple normally. But today, I wanted to offer a song that is, it's by, what is it called? They're called Beautiful Chorus, which is exactly what it is. But it's a nice mantra like song. So I'll ring the bells and then we'll begin that song. This will take 10 minutes. So during this time, you have an invitation to keep sitting, to lay back, to sit on the pews, whatever feels comfortable. But I, at least for myself, am setting the intention of abundance, of trying to explore abundance. I think during the winter months, it can feel really easy to feel isolated, especially in this kind of still pandemic world. It can feel easy to think everything for me is slow, is stuck, is kind of stagnant. And so, in opening up that container and thinking, what's abundant in my life? What do I have? What am I already fulfilling in myself? I find that kind of thinking can be really like a hopeful reminder of all of the care that is available, even in this kind of deep winter time. So feel free to be comfortable. I'll start with the bells and then we'll move into the song and it will end with the highest bell. So you'll tell. It'll be the only bell that sounds different. And if you want to make space, I know some of you are tight in the middle. You can always use your cushion as a little pillow. There's still spots in the back. We'll start with a clearing breath. Take a deep breath in and let it all out. Return to the body and the breath. Letting the bell simply wash over you. Letting the vibrations move through and around you. Let them go. Whatever thoughts arise, whatever sensations persist, sit or lay like a boulder in a rushing stream. The water comes, the water goes. Let your thoughts come and let your thoughts go. A moment to come back into the room, into the space, into wherever you're at home, online. And take a moment to stretch. You've been sitting for a while, you might stand up, stretch big, sit back down. This next section that we'll do, feel free to keep stretching and moving as I talk. We'll do, you can kind of choose your own adventure for this next 15 minutes. You can combine them or do one or the other. I'll set up a framework for seated meditation, just a little silent 15 minutes, zazen, and I'll give instructions for that. And so I invite everybody to join in on the, just breathing, clearing breaths and stretching. And then once I ring the bell for our silent sit, you can either just sit silently or you might journal for this time. The prompt I'm thinking of is following that meditation, thinking of being everything we want to be, being everything, having everything we need. Perhaps for some of us, different needs are arising in our minds, different things are coming up. And so we might take a time to just really reflect on what do we need right now in our life, in this moment? What do we need? How might we find a path to providing that for ourselves or having our community provide that for us? And really as a end of the Gregorian year, ritual on the solstice, thinking, what have we been needing for a while now that we deserve to have access to and to find ways to reap the care of abundantly. So I will ring the bell. I'll give the instructions for silent meditation. So if you'd like to just sit and think about these thoughts, feel free. If you'd like to journal, feel free. Does anybody need paper who's in person? Journal in the back. Let me get you. Paper for you. I'll be right back. You can use the clipboard. There. You can use this one. Everybody online, pick whether you'd like to sit or get your journals out if you'd like to journal. I'll ring a bell and we'll begin doing one bow together again. Palms together at the heart. Ah. Place your hands on your knees and gently move the upper body from right to left, then forwards and back, finding your center point. Sit up through your center, spine softly straight. Sit down through your center, rooting into your chair, cushion, floor, rooting into the earth. You might place your hands in your lap, fingers overlapping and thumbs lightly touching, forming an oval. Find a spot on the floor several feet in front of you, and with your eyes half open and half closed, gently gaze out through that spot. Breathe in and out through the nose with the mouth closed. Breathing in, fill the belly and back with breath. And breathing out, count 1. Continue counting your breaths like this until you reach 10, and then start again. If you lose your place, start again. Whatever thoughts, feelings, or sensations arise, find your breath and start again. Let them go. Whatever thoughts arise, whatever sensations persist, Sit like a mountain. Rain falls, wind blows, the earth shakes, the mountain remains. If you're journaling, take about 2 minutes to wrap up your thoughts. Palms together at the heart. Ah, a moment to stretch, move however you need to. Uh, you're more than halfway done. So good job to everybody. You're still hanging in there, hopefully. This next section, you have the option to continue journaling, or we'll do a ritual we've done. I think this is the third year in a row now on the solstice. We've taken 21 bell breaths together. Solstice is on the 21st of December, and we use the bells, the higher bell to inhale, the lower bell to exhale, to really just try and reset the breath. Take a long, extended pause into kind of a dynamic stillness, feeling that big breath fill in, slowly wash out. You can continue journaling if you would like to, or you can start journaling if you weren't before. Otherwise, I will lead us in 21 bell breaths, breathing in and out together with the bells, and really inviting kind of the darkness of this long night into these breaths, into your inhales, bringing it all inside you, and then exhale, releasing it, moving into the light, or with the light, not into. We don't have to move away from the darkness, but it's nice to know we can let it in and let it out how we see fit. All right, we'll breathe in with the higher bell and out with the lower bell. We'll start by taking a clearing breath together. Take a deep breath in, and it all out. Inhale. Exhale. Last deep breath in. Hold it at the top, relaxing the shoulders and the chest, and let it all go. This last exercise, you may stay seated or you might join me standing. You can stand on your cushion, it's nice and padded for your feet, or next to it if that's more comfortable. Take your time stretching, standing up, or finding a comfortable seat. You can do a little visualization, meditation from the standing position. We've been seated for about an hour now. So if your legs are tight, this is a nice chance to let your blood flow again, let it circulate, and to just really imagine connecting with the earth. I know we're all inside. It's pretty cold outside. We might not want to go stick our feet in the cold ground. But if we can, imagine ourselves standing somewhere, perhaps in the grass, in the water, on a beach, in the dirt, wherever is comfortable to you. Take a moment to bring that image to mind and stand in just a relaxed posture. You can have your arms down at your sides, or you can kind of close them at your belly or solar plexus, whatever feels good to you. Take a deep breath in. Slowly let it out. Take a moment to feel into your feet. Perhaps shifting your weight from one foot to the other, forwards and back. As you breathe in and out, imagine drawing your breath up from the soles of your feet through the ground. Letting that breath travel all the way up to the top of the head and then back down on the exhale. Breathing back out the feet. Take a few breaths like this. Breathing with the earth. You might find a softness in the knees, unclenching the glutes or thighs. We'll do a few breaths, simply letting the arms expand out, collapse in. So we'll take a deep breath in and let it out. In, out, and one more on your own pace. Deep breath in. Let the hands join together and find a gentle bounce in the hands with them clasped. If you're standing, you might incorporate the knees a little, bouncing the body slightly. If you're sitting, you could bounce the knees or move in your seat. Let a little warmth enter the body, feeling the rootedness in the feet still. And let that bounce build a little stronger. Shaking the hands, loosening the shoulders, and slow that bounce down by half. Half again. Slow down all the way until you begin still again. You might let the hands drop and relax with the palms out. And feeling that vibration, that heat still. Take a few breaths in and out. And slowly find a forward fold. Or just dip the head if you're sitting. But to wherever's comfortable. Let your arms get heavy, drifting down to the floor. And take a few breaths, letting the spine hang, the neck hang. Shifting back and forth wherever the body needs. We'll slowly curl up, vertebrae by vertebrae. A slight bend in the knees, we slowly stack the spine. And as you stand or sit, as you connect with the floor or yourself, take a moment to notice how you feel. We'll do one final bow together. Place the hands together at the heart. Bow. Please be seated. So that concludes all the meditative exercises portion of our Solstice Sit today. In a moment, you'll be invited. If you'd like, you can offer incense up at the front. The charcoal's here. There are a few people who know how. You can go first. You can copy them if you'd like to, or ask me. And then if you would join me in the front few pews on this side, we'll have a short Dharma talk before we check in together and head out on our way. So please get up on your own time, stretch if you need to, and you may offer incense. I'll move out of the way. Or you can just move to the front few pews. If you have incense at home, if you're online, you might offer incense at your own personal altar. Thank you so much, everybody, for sitting with me today. Thank you, everybody online. Um, Today, I wanted to share just in brief about the solstice and about kind of what it means to me. Um, I think this time of year can be hard for so many reasons. It's often a time where things slow down, connection feels a little difficult. Uh, the holidays bring their own bundle of stress and family and busyness, and there's so much I find that kind of feels like I'm pulled in a lot of directions as we lead into the beginning of December, where I find myself overwhelmed, a little tired. The days are just getting shorter and shorter. We're losing light, losing light. But as we kind of reach this bell bottom of the solstice, we creep into this longest night of the year, knowing that every day after, for a long while, we'll be gaining light. We'll be getting longer and longer days, shorter and shorter nights, moving towards spring, moving towards summer. And I think for me, one of the impulses I can have is to try and skip January and February mentally, to try and leap right into spring, to be like, well, I know the sun is coming back. So I'm going to try to be hopeful that way and act like it. Let me get really busy, be really proactive, pack my schedule. Like, let me try to hang out with more friends and be too busy to be sad or be too busy to move slow, basically. And that feels like a trap I fall into often. Well, not so often anymore, but I used to fall into it all the time, especially when it was easier to hang out with people. And I think something I really have appreciated focusing on, especially with a lot of people in this group who are here often, and even folks who are here for the first time today, focusing on finding that what is born in that sort of stillness, what's born in that sort of darkness, what things arise in those places, and what could I do to, instead of push them away or block them out, to, instead of sitting on the cushion and saying, I'm not going to think a thought, I'm going to push them all away, or my thoughts are bad, I'm going to strike them down. Instead of doing that kind of destruction tape, we could maybe find the shifts we need to invite these things in, invite whatever darkness is creeping, whatever pain is growing in our body, to dive into it, just with all of ourselves, to experience it fresh and new in that moment, and to escape the trap of thinking, I felt this before, I'm going to feel it again, that kind of dread that or anxiety that builds of, am I going to feel this in the future, or I felt this forever in the past? But to let it be its own, whatever is coming up for you, let this darkness be its own thing, its own newness, and to kind of surf the transformations of our inner worlds in a more connected way. I think meditation for me is a nice tool to get into that headspace, to get into a kind of safer zone of dreaming, of imagining how I could be, and of really accepting how I am, really getting to know how I am without trying to change it first. To let those two things, let dreaming and being happen at the same time without causing a lot of like inner turmoil, being attached to what I dream up, right? Being attached to how I could be, but instead to just try and really figure out how am I. There's so many times where I can't answer that question. And I think winter, the solstice, this kind of stillness and change of season, and like living in the belly of a dying world that's about to be really born again, we can find a little bit of comfort with the uncertainty that all these things bring up. So that's why I wanted to sit with everybody today. Hopefully you enjoyed it or had a nice time, had a good time in any part of it. And before we go, we'll do little checkouts. So I will stop the recording. Wait a second.